Hey guys, I got so many positive comments and feedback on the Breville Pizzaiolo video, and a fan here suggested that I should make an updated video on it. So let's go ahead and make some pizza dough from the Mozza cookbook and talk about it. Let's get started.
For the pizza dough, let's first make a Poolish. To a stand mixer bowl, add 15 ounces of water, room temperature, 1 teaspoon of active dry yeast. Give it a stir and let it sit for a few minutes. Add 13 ounces of bread flour, 1 tablespoon or half an ounce of rye flour, 1.5 teaspoons of wheat germ. Do you guys reuse these Talenti jars too? Mix until you no longer see dry flour. I've made this pizza dough in the past and it came out sticky and difficult to shape. The total hydration in this dough is 85%. I read that pizza dough hydration should be roughly around 55 to 65%. I'm going to reduce the recipe's hydration to 70%. Hopefully the dough will be easier to handle. Cover and let the Poolish rest for 1.5 hours. To the Poolish, add 3 ounces of water. If you want to go with the original recipe, then add 7 ounces of water. 13 ounces of bread flour, 1.5 teaspoons of barley malt or honey. This is the one I use. Place the bowl on the stand mixer with a dough hook. Mix on low for 2 minutes. To the dough, add 1 tablespoon of kosher or coarse salt and run the mixer on medium speed for 6 to 8 minutes or until the dough starts pulling away from the bowl. Oh yeah, I got a lot of questions regarding kosher salt. I did not realize that we only use the term kosher salt in the States. Kosher salt is just coarse sea salt. It's called kosher because it was historically used to brine meat in Jewish cuisines. Not all kosher salts are kosher. Cover the dough and let it rest for 45 minutes. Grab a piece of the dough and fold it over. Rotate and continue until the dough gets taut. Cover and let it rest for 45 minutes. This dough is still sticky but still manageable to shape. Divide the dough into 6 pieces. Roughly fold each dough onto itself. Cover and let them rest for 5 minutes. Now we're going to shape them. Flip the dough over and gather the ends together. Flip again. Cup the dough and drag them across the table to make the dough more taut. Then roll them against the working surface. Place the dough balls into an oiled container or plate. They will be ready to shape and bake in 1 hour. But I don't have time today, so I'm going to place them in the refrigerator. I'm preheating my Breville Pizzaiolo to New York style setting, which is roughly around 550 degrees Fahrenheit. It'll roughly take about 15 to 20 minutes to preheat. In the meantime, let's get our toppings ready. I'm going to use bell peppers, red onions, and pepperonis. Let's also grate some mozzarella cheese. These pizza doughs have been sitting in my fridge for 3 days. I took them out of the fridge and let them rest at room temperature for 1 hour. This dough is really soft and delicate, so it was hard to pick up and stretch. It was better for me to just press with my fingers on the working surface. Cooking time for these pizzas were roughly around 8 to 9 minutes. I I've had my Breville Pizzaiolo for a little less than 3 years now, and overall I've been very happy with it. I do live in the Pacific Northwest and it rains most of the year here, so it just makes sense for me to get an indoor pizza oven. Also, I don't know if you're like me, but when I'm home, I really don't want to run into my neighbors. I haven't really run into any problems with this pizza oven because it's really easy to use, but if you want to be really picky, like nitpicky, then maybe the oven doesn't cook your pizza evenly, but you can barely tell. For this pizza, I turned it in the middle of cooking time for more even bake. The second one hasn't been turned or touched throughout the cooking time. It's more noticeable when you cook pizzas in a higher temperature like the wood fire setting. The metal part of the interior gets pretty stained and you can't really get it out. I was also hoping to use it to bake bread, but the height is really limited and not tall enough. Overall, I don't have a lot of complaints. I really do love my pizza oven and continue to use it once a week. Except for the summertime, July through September. I have not tried cooking frozen pizzas in the pizza oven. The direction says you can, but I'm afraid it will cause the pizza stone to crack. Let me know if you disagree. I love how fast my Breville Pizzaiolo preheats. My regular oven with a pizza stone used to take around an hour to preheat. Then you have to wait until the stone gets hot again to add the next pizza. Ooni is a very well-known pizza oven company, and they recently came out with an indoor pizza oven that can heat up to 800 degrees Fahrenheit. I probably won't buy another pizza oven, but it might be something you guys want to look into. The design's really cool too. That's it for me, guys. Until next weekend. Bye!